24/7 denk ich immer noch an dich. Heute bist du nicht mehr da, jetzt ist das Rampenlicht. Tausende von Narben hab ich nun in meinem Gesicht. Farbe in der Haut, ja diesen Schmerz, den hab nur ich.
I think we are different. Our love was so magnificent. I tried so hard to know as far I could ever go. I think I broke myself. I think I went through hell. 'Cause I tried to love, but your love was way above.
Du bist nicht mehr da und ich will, dass du weißt, ja die Liebe am Arsch und die Herzen sind kalt. Ja, ich bin heute allein und doch sag ich dir eins, gib das hier jetzt auf, denn wir sind nicht mehr zwei. Hab mich grad verliebt und doch war ich dir fern. Gib's mir einen Hieb und ich sehe einen Stern. Es brennt noch das Licht, doch es ist weit entfernt. Die Liebe vergibt, doch ich fühle den Schmerz. Ich will dich nie mehr sehen, ja, ich werde es nie verstehen. Warum willst du von mir gehen? Es kann dich nicht alles um mich drehen.
We are different. Our love was so magnificent. I tried so hard to know as far I could ever go. I think I broke myself. I think I went through hell. 'Cause I tried to love, but your love was way above.
Bear with me, don't gotta worry for the both of us. Put you in the driver's seat, don't gotta hurry and I need love. Put you in the driver's seat, don't gotta hurry and
I am broken, words unspoken. I'm afraid I'm drowning underneath. I got lost inside my feelings. Now I can't seem to find my way to breathe. Need you by my side. I can't sleep at night. Let's get lost in time. Leave it all behind. I can't get enough. Hope that I'm enough. Let me be the one for you. I'm trying not to let go of my pride, but every time you come back, it's like falling down these lies again. This feeling that I have deep down inside. I just wanna be the one you need. And now I need you by my side. I can't sleep at night. Let's get lost in time. Leave it all behind. I can't get enough. Hope that I'm enough. Let me be the one for you.
I love that I've gotten to that point now, especially now, where everything just kind of turns out okay for me. Whoops, hang on. I almost forgot to recalibrate. It would be very awkward if I did this and I didn't recalibrate. Hello, hello, good morning, and how are you doing? It is so good to see anybody and everybody, really. Oh man, it's actually really nice to be on. Last week was a bit of a week. Had to do some extra work. Yesterday I actually had a day off, but the internet wasn't working all too great, and then I find out the reason why the internet wasn't doing all too great. turns out that when we moved into this house, our internet was just running short of optical parameters. So, like, to keep it simple, we were like less than 75% of what we are actually looking for internet download speed and upload speed. And nobody understood why, because by all accounts, there shouldn't be a reason for it. Then we took a look inside. After the technician showed up, and apparently there is a splitter inside of the wall. We don't know why there was a splitter inside of the wall. We don't know why it was installed there, but it was installed there. And so they took it out, put everything back to normal, and we seem to be more or less back on proper download speeds, on proper upload speeds. Oh, hang on. I gotta grab my cup here. And yeah, no, we're doing a lot better now. The only thing is that they did explain to us, our internet provider that is, did have to explain to us that apparently they are doing some new construction just across the road. And as a result, they will be making some changes to the internet. Mostly so they can expand their network and probably even increase our speed. What that'll do to the price later, I haven't a single clue. Have not a single clue. But that's okay. That is A-okay. Because it's fine. We're going to be A-okay. Everything's going to be fine. And, yeah. And hello, Emmy. I'm so happy to see you, too. Boss is here. Always lurking. I appreciate a good lurk. I really should make a lurk command. I wonder if there is a way to do that. I'll have to figure that out. I have to figure a lot of things out. I used to think that I know an awful lot about streaming because I did it a lot. But the more I've changed in what I've been doing and the more that I've changed up my format, the more I've come to the conclusion that, yeah, no, I have absolutely... Hold on. There we go. My fan was not on rotate, so the air was getting stuffy. So the more, because of the fact that I haven't streamed in a hot minute and that I've been doing things the way I have been doing, I am an amateur. I am a fool. I have no idea what I'm talking about. But that's okay. That is okay. I still have fun doing this. One of these days I'll get like the full hang of it. I'll have all the assets I could possibly want and need for the stream setup. It's very much piecemeal, but at the same time, this is also what I get for rebranding for like the umpteenth time, going from a dinosaur to a robot and a tiefling, and then coming over here to being a Digimon. At the very least, I was able to get like background assets taken care of, which still always thank TC for every single day. If I don't use these assets, I have the distinct impression that she would probably grab me by my digital throat and choke me out of this world and into the next one. So we'll see how it goes. Mick Magical, hello! It's so good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the radio station. Oh, goodness. Oh, you're a little Pabumon. You're a little slime boy. You're a little itty bitty baboo. That's adorable. I like that. I like that. I will forever be a Pulsemon until I can commission my next evolution as a VTuber model. God, that's going to be weird. Because I'm still debating on whether or not I want it to be Bulkmon, so I could just go from tiny, scrawny baby to big, muscular dude. But alas, that's all good. It's all good. Oh, I'm talking about your little stream avatar, the one that's crawling on my screen. There's a little slime duder right there. I'm gonna pick him up real quick. Hold on. This little baby here, the stream avatar. He's just a little guy. He's just a little dude. He's just a little dude. I have him way too close to my mouth. I thought I was gonna eat him for a second there, but no, you're just a little baby. There you go. Putting you back down. Little Pabumon. They're little baby evolution Digimon. That's all. Oh, man. But, yeah. Things that I'm debating on is, let's see. Do I want to be a Bulkmon, which is a big muscular dragon Digimon, which I think would be pretty cool, and it follows in line with the brand? Or do I want to be, instead, maybe an Exermon, which is a little bit more chill. They're insectoid, and I think they focus more on like meditation and yoga and stuff like that. Basically just exercises that are more for the peace of your mind rather than for the pushing and straining of your physicality, which I like that. I like that. It's actually funny. On my Vital bracelet, which I don't think I told anybody about this, or I've alluded to it on like previous posts on my Twitter and on my Blue Sky, that I recently came into the possession of some equipment, at least some, in my opinion, good pieces of equipment that allows me now to do some interesting things to my Vital bracelet. Not my BE, because the BE is a little bit more expensive, and unfortunately, coding for that thing, while it's doable with an SD card, I am not comfortable with updating that one, because there's just nothing that I can do with it. That one's definitely more grind and exercise focused, but like, the Vital bracelet, which was the old classic, the OG, like collect trophies and watch your Digimon evolve, that one was just more fun for me. It was less grindy, so you didn't have to worry about like doing 100 of God knows how many crunches, squats, shadowboxing, and dashes. But with the Vital bracelet original, the Vital Hero, which we called in the States, that one had a bit more of that fun factor that you would expect, because, okay, go on adventures, go on walks, collect trophies, daily goals that you needed to meet, and stuff like that. It was a lot simpler, and yet I had a lot more fun with it. And last week, I was actually wearing it. I wore it, I hatched a Pulsemon, so I was able to, like, just look at my evolution line and be like, ah, that's really cool. And then I went down the line of Exermon, which is that Yoga Digimon I talked about. Really cool, I like him. A little difficult because he's a data type, so he unfortunately gets his ass kicked by every virus Digimon that you could think of. And then we go over to, I'm trying to remember, oh, Tempomon. That's the next one. That's actually the ultimate evolution that I want as a VTuber, because I love his design. His design is great. He is a Birdman Digimon. He looks like he's wearing a jacket that makes him look like a penguin on the outside, but, you know, he's a dancing Digimon who's got a speaker on his chest. He does, like, dance exercises and positive vibes. I'd like to imagine that he's basically the Digimon that does Zumba classes. Roomba? No, Zumba. Yeah, Zumba classes. The kind that, you know, that is like, you do dances, but the dances are also exercises to the music. You have to do as the instructor is doing and try to keep up with them. Like, I used to love those when I was a kid. I don't know why. I still love them. But, like, that is essentially what Tempomon is, and it's really cool. Jazzercise. Essentially, yeah, Jazzercise, except with a lot of Spanish music, I should point out. For whatever reason, it's always, like, Spanish music. So, yeah. Things to consider, and that's what I look forward to. I don't particularly care for him evolving into his Mega Evolution, because all the Mega Evolutions are big, muscular guys, with the exception of Shivamon, and while that would be cool, and I would love that, no, I want to keep it at my ultimate stage. So if I ever get like a VTuber model as the next evolution of Digimon, let's see. I'm trying to remember. Right. I want to get my next evolutions, but they only stop at the ultimate evolution, although I guess it's the perfect evolution in the Japanese format. So, like, I want to get Exermon and then get Tempomon. Once I have those two, my evolution is basically complete. I'll be happy. If I ever decide that I want to go Mega, that'll probably be, like, I don't know, when I decide to retire or something like that, which I'm surprised I haven't retired yet. I feel like I probably should one day. Haven't decided. Even though I really haven't done much. But still. Ah, now I see my little Digimon. He's so small. Is that because I'm under 6 foot? No, everyone starts off as a random baby. You can actually, just by being in chat and collecting points passively over time through the stream avatar thingy, you can actually change your form. because I think I have it set to where you collect points like passively fairly quickly. So you're able to just get the points you need to, essentially get your next evolution. You could go into a rookie, you could save your points and just go straight into one of the mega level Digimon, or just pick a different form altogether that's more appealing. All the baby forms are always free, and they're randomized based on who shows up that's a subscriber. Or not a subscriber, a follower. Because that's the only downside to it, is that if you want a stream avatar, at least on my streams, you need to be a follower, which is why you have one. So if there's like anybody in the audience that is maybe watching this, but they don't have a stream avatar, that's because they aren't a follower, and they should probably hit that follow button if they want to get a little random babadoodle that shows up on my screen. It's very simple stuff, very simple stuff. I really should include that in like first time chatter rules. Like, I have never messed with that, and I probably should. But now we should probably get to the meat and potatoes, because I have been on here for a little over 10 minutes, both on the starting soon and then another 10 minutes just yapping my guts out. And that is, what the hell am I going to do? And the answer is, I have no idea. I'm actually, like, very confused right now today, because I woke up and I realized that today's Tuesday, and it's like, okay, I'm off today. And then I realized that my schedule changed at work. I'm actually not off today. I'm actually working today. So I was off yesterday because that's the start of my new days off. So I should probably clear that up, just so that we have all a decent understanding of what the future holds for the channel. And that is that I will have a different schedule, which means I will be online on different days. So let's see if I can't keep it simple here. Let's see. Trying to think. Okay. So Sundays and Mondays are my new days off. Those are my biggest ones. That's my biggest thing. Sundays and Mondays are now my new days off. I can stream any day because I'm still on second shift. As long as I'm on second shift, I basically can, just... As long as I'm on second shift, I can always stream during the day and then not worry about anything else in the evening hours. A very simple concept, where I will begin to struggle, I think, moving forward, is going to be when I need to figure out D&D and movie nights. Because I think our movie nights, at least on our server, we were having them on Wednesday because that was like the best available day for everybody's schedule. Now with my days off being Sundays and Mondays, yeah, it's kind of bad. Kitsune Ray, how's it going? Changing schedules suck from outside perspective. Oh, it really does. I hate it. I've grown to hate it, and I actually... Okay, so it's a weird love-hate relationship. I like that I'm getting new days off because they at least consulted me first. Because they consulted me first, this means that I'm able to negotiate my time off. And unfortunately, there was no negotiating my time off. It was either I take it or I don't take it. They asked me first. This is the only thing they have asked me that they have given me, because they still won't give me first shift. If I had first shift, then none of this would matter. I would essentially just have movie nights whenever we want to, and it would just be limited to a few hours because, well, I come home, I need to eat dinner, and we need to just do what we do. Haven't been here in a while, but I hope you're having a good day so far. Well, that's the plan. It is early in the morning for me, at least by my standards. Darn near 9:30. Darn near 9:30, and I still have no idea what we're playing today for today's stream, which is the other reason why I'm a little bit, like, on the flustered side. I booted up this stream with no plan whatsoever. Not a single plan. There is nothing in my head. I have nothing. I have no idea what I'm actually doing. Part of me is like, okay, well, I guess this is where we kind of just play a random game. I could boot up whatever game I want, and we could probably still have a good time. So I guess the question becomes, do I play Monster Hunter again and just, like, kick a bunch of ass in Monster Hunter? Do I boot up my Digimon card game thing that I've been playing in the background that nobody really watches because I usually just play it in the privacy of my own home? Do I boot up Digimon Cyber Sleuth and just, progress through the story, even though I'd probably have to play catch up for a lot of you guys who've not seen me play it because I've been playing it once again privately. I could also, if I wanted to, maybe just boot up Digimon World Next Order just for the fun of it and see about wandering the digital world and, just chilling like that. We just wander the digital world with our partners. We encourage them, feed them, raise them, that kind of thing. And final option that I have, because I acquired it recently, Dino Crisis. Because I've never played the game. Wolf has told me that I should play the game, and I am oftentimes willing to believe when he tells me that there is a good game, and this one feels like it's one of those, though he did warn me that I would have to get used to the tank controls, because it's an older game based on the Resident Evil franchise. So it's like, okay, yeah, forward and back works exactly as that, forward and back. But then you have the, what was it? Then you have the rotation, which rotation is based on the left and right. And if you try to do both at the same time, it's very clunky. So I'm like, oh no. Oh shoot, it's a Pixel. What is up? How was your art raffle stream yesterday? I think you finished it, but I didn't get to finish to completion because I was called away to cook up some burgers over at the kitchen. Oh God, Pixel's spinning. I love that Pixel's been a Gulus Gamamon for the longest time on my stream avatars. And it's like, there was a time where that thing used to be a tiny little fox who just committed to mass gambling. Those were the days. I see that Pixel has gotten over their crazy addiction. But yeah, long story short, I have no idea what we're playing today. And because I have no idea what we're playing today, I could basically do whatever I want. Yeah, I finished Le Model. Let's go! Oh, man. Technically, if I wanted to, I could just clean up my desk and have it... Oh, okay, so Gulus Gamamon now has the gambling addiction. Was it worth it? Was it worth it? Was it worth it? You lost. Let's go gambling. Ah, dang it. Ah, dang it. Ah, dang it. Ah, dang it. That's actually something I could think about now that I'm... Hold on. Let me look over my library of games, actually. Oh, goodness. Like, if I wanted to, I guess we could, like, go through some of the old school games. We have, like I said, I have Dino Crisis that I recently acquired, so I could always do that. I have the Transformers Fall of Cybertron and War for Cybertron games. I'm just so mad that, like, I think they're no longer on the store page. Yep, they're gone. Like, you can't even buy those games. I was so thankful that I have them, but at the same time, I'm just kind of left here, like, why is there no love whatsoever for Transformers games? That they even took Transformers Devastation off the market before I could even buy it. And that's a game that I think would be pretty cool to play, too. Or Space Marines. I have web fishing, but I don't think I'll ever play it. Like, I'm glad I have it, but I don't think I'll ever play it. I think. Yeah. Maybe I should get back into Master Duel? No. If I go back to Master Duel, it's going to be a toxic relationship moving forward from there. Because I have a love-hate relationship with Yu-Gi-Oh! Just as much as I have a love-hate relationship with my own card game. I've got the Resident Evil games that we could play, and I'm talking about the remakes, not the original. God, that would be something. What else could we play? I have Mech Builder if we want to make it, like, super relaxing. And hell, now that I'm even looking at it, if I wanted to, I could just boot up Jurassic World Evolution 2. Because I heard they're working on a third game, which is already making me scratch my head like, but why? Why is there a third Jurassic World Evolution game being made? Like, the game basically ended with something good here, so what is the point? What would be the point of this? I don't have an answer for it. But, yeah. Now I have to figure out, like, what do I want to do? See, this is the problem I'm having now. Like, I want to play games that don't require me to use my head, because today is basically supposed to be the Monday of my week. Although, in more brighter news, I will at least only have to work today and tomorrow, because I believe, what is it, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I will be staying with my parents to celebrate my little brother's birthday, and then I'll be back home Sunday and Monday. So I can always stream then. I got to prepare for D&D. I still got to make those maps and get those tokens set up so that way I can torture my friends in the nightmare. Oh god, I have Gunfire Reborn. They've been adding so much content to that one too. What are you throwing at me? What is that? Did you just freaking hit me with a dodgeball? I should be angry. I should be angry, but I'm not even angry because it's like, okay, you know what? Deserved. Absolutely deserved. Use your head, Vincent. Use your head. Use your head, Sparky. You know what? Okay. I should make a wheel. That's what I should do. I should make a wheel. Oh, who am I kidding? There would be no point in me making a wheel. The other part of me is like, maybe we should play Cyberpunk. But I'm not sure how well that would work out, because the last time I played Cyberpunk, I gave up. Gunfire Reborn, been playing that when I just want to... That would be cool. I mean, hey, if you are available, Pixel, we can always, like, team up and play a bit of Gunfire. That would be cool. Either playing Gunfire or we default to Old Reliable, aka we play Monster Hunter, because sometimes I just have no idea what to play. I know that there's an event going on for Street Fighter stuff, so I always have like options. Bossferatu, subscribe, but why though? Why would you waste your money like that? Why? 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 Still have not played it, sorry. Still have not played what? You're gonna have to be specific. Gunfire or Monster Hunter, boss? I waste my money whenever I please. Yes. Okay, so yes to both. Okay, alright. I mean, we could just boot it up and see... we could just see which one we like best. You know what? Gunfire or Monster Hunter? I'm thinking... Like, if I do Monster Hunter, I want to be... I want to do that, like, weapon challenge where I stick to one weapon for a week and then do a different weapon the next week and just get used to it and train. Because I have not played any of the other weapons. I have seen absolute monsters with great swords. I've seen absolute monsters with charge blades and switch axes. And I'm just sitting in the back like, You could also try solo repo. Absolutely not. Repo is fun with a group. By myself would just be an anxiety-ridden mess, where I would begin to question the meaning of life. Boss, I hear you say do it, but considering that I've been talking for like a hot minute and delays, I don't know if you were talking about Monster Hunter or Repo. If you were talking about Repo, yes, I am a coward. If you're talking about Monster Hunter, no, I play by myself too much, and don't take that one out of context. The furthest I've done solo is in Repo is level 6. Well, that's because you and TC are both built different, and I'm not. Oh, man. let's see. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Because this is the downside of me not buying any new games in a hot minute, is that I'm chocked to the brim with older titles. And as a result, it's like I could play these older titles. I could probably sit down and have a good time with some of these games. But it's like, oh, why are you playing older games? Shut the fuck up. I play what I want. I'm not like other girls. I'm Vikingkin. That's true. You would steal everyone's girls. And then take them out on dates. Sometimes at the same time. I don't know, maybe today would be the day that I play Baldur's Gate if I'm so bored. May God have mercy on my soul if I ever boot up that game. Because then I would be at everyone in the chat's mercy to be like, okay, let's romance the characters. And I'm like, okay, let's romance the characters. And then everyone gravitates towards Astarion or Gale, and I'm like, but Karlach is right there! Oh, gosh. Plus, it would be fun. It would certainly scratch that Dungeons and Dragons itch that I keep on getting myself. Even though switching to Pathfinder was definitely fun and a good choice, I can't deny that sometimes I do miss the simplicity of Dungeons and Dragons. Although I wish it had just slightly more complexity, which I heard they did add complexity. Apparently there are weapon skills now, so that's something to think about. Why do you have a gun, Pixel? Don't forget Shadowheart. She is fine. Yeah, you're right. I can't deny that. She's a bit of a toxic queen, but she's also a wholesome toxic queen. Actually, no. I leave the toxicity of queens to Lae'zel, who has a very compelling story when you get to her. Because it's like, oh, we're going to make mutant babies together. Don't worry about it. See, you're telling me not to worry about it, and that's when I worry the most. They are all broken who need... They are all broken who need to be fixed. It's true. It's true. Well, I guess we could always just make a character and just see where things go. Do I want to boot up Baldur's Gate? Yes, but I would miss my 3-action economy and not getting hit by every enemy from only walking slightly away from them. I mean, yeah, not every enemy has a reaction attack, which is very handy. Hold on. I'm about to boot up. Hold on. Let me... I had my Steam page ready to go. Then I was going to select either Jurassic World Evolution 2 or Gunfire Reborn. But now I'm like, okay, no, I'm kind of in that PlayStation mood now, even though I was trying to avoid it. Alright, boot up PlayStation. Let's see if it'll let me do it. Because sometimes this PlayStation is very temperamental. Sometimes it's very disturbingly temperamental. I don't like it when it's disturbingly temperamental. I really don't. But it is what it is. Alright, boot you up. I still have to finish Bloodborne. Good God. Cyberpunk 2077. I got the DLC, so going through Cyberpunk would be fun. Monster Hunter. And, of course, Baldur's Gate 3. The music beckons me. Do you own Divinity Original Sin? Larian's other game? I have Divinity Original Sin, but not Divinity Original Sin 2. I've been wanting to get 2 because it has a lizard man. It has a dinosaur. Well, it's a Dragonborn-ish, but yeah. I have that. Let me just... Hold on, let me just boot up Baldur's Gate 3. I'm going to regret my decisions in life. I would like to point out that this is either going to be really fun or really bad, depending on how we approach this. I'm just going to push myself into the corner to cry, because that's all I'm going to be doing is crying. Look at these absolute snacks. I can't. Oh, God. I need to not be down bad. 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 All right. I'm good. I am good. New game. Balanced. I hate it here. 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 Maybe life was easier when I was just nerding out and talking about Digimon. Maybe life was easier when I didn't have to worry about it. Now I'm worrying about it. I'm worried about it. Let's go. Let's do this. Oh man. Karlach can crush my head with those. All right. Yep. All right. We already have our first down bad thirst. Let's go. It's not even a hear me out at this point. It's just I know what I want. And what I want is for you to crush my fucking skull. Thank you. Let me... God damn it. That's cool. I know what the game is. I know what I am. I don't need you to tell me, Twitch. I know what I am. Oh, God. It's in our brain now. I hate it here. Please don't touch me with those disgusting hands. Ah, sweet. Eldritch nightmares beyond my mortal comprehension. I can't. I can't. Alright. Oh, God. Who am I? Well, that is entirely up to the choices of my small but happy little audience here. We can do oh so much. And I'm terrified of our options, if I'm fully honest with you. Like, there is a part of me that is like, oh, let's just, you know, keep it simple. Let's pick an origin so that way we are never disappointed with what we have. We could literally be Astarion, Lae'zel, Gale, Shadowheart, Will, Karlach, or the Dirge. Or we can build our custom fuck boy. Or fuck girl. Whichever you prefer. I hate it here. I hate it here so much. I made this choice. I chose this life. I hate it. Okay. Alright. Okay. Part of me almost always, like, gravitates towards the female character option because pretty lady. And because they don't have enough, at least in my opinion, options for the guy characters to be of twink instead of twunk. Am I going to make Veriko? You see, I could make Veriko. I could. But I like the idea of building a character that we build together. Which, I mean, obvious choice now comes from what do we pick as a race. I have no idea right now. Brain is shutting down. Finally, third shift was killer. Gonna lurk. Aw, oh, man, you had third shift? May God have mercy on your soul there, Kitsune. I hope I'm saying your name right. Let's see, we got Elf. We got Tiefling. We got Drow, which is just Dark Elf. Human. Githyanki. I have never played a Githyanki in D&D ever in my life. And yet I always hear from other people that Githyanki suck. Not to play as, but because people who pick Githyanki only pick Githyanki because of bullshit reasons. Naturally, I cannot confirm nor deny, so I have no idea. Dwarf. I've always found the dwarf proportions to be a little strange. But I guess it's not nearly as strange when you consider... Half-elves are just cool. Halflings, there we go. Look at halflings. They have goddamn orangutan arms, or close to orangutan arms. Look at how low they hang. Like, man, you can almost touch your knees. I'm pretty sure your fingertips do touch your knees. Gnomes are in the same category, but they have colorful hair. If it helps, just say yokai. I had the name change a while back. Oh, nice. JC, yep, my internet is working fully again, or at least as fully as it can be based on what we got out of the technician who paid us a visit. So now I have a stable internet connection on both YouTube and Twitch. So, we are back in business. SM Monstrosity, hello! My friend made a GIF, and she made the prettiest gathering ever. The prettiest gathering? Oh. Alright. Dragonborn. See, I always laugh because I always look at internet versions of Dragonborn, and I love how no matter what, we always make it a point that... Hold on. We always make it a point that every Dragonborn we have ever had in D&D... Fuck lore, we have tail. Let me see. Can I zoom out of the character? Can I zoom out of the character? There we go. Oh. I love that we as a group of people have universally agreed that all Dragonborn should have a tail. It's like, oh, no tail, but that's D&D accurate. Fuck you. Tail. I want tail. We get tail. We will always have tail. And honestly, the tail designs for Dragonborn... Actually, I like that one a lot. That is a spiked... That is a good spiked tail. That is a damn good spiked tail. It's got a nice tip to it, and it's very thick at the base. Is it thick at the base? Yeah, it's thick at the base. That one isn't nearly as thick at the base as much as it's just spiky, so the spikes are compensating. And that is just a very nice slender tail. However, thick tail. We like thick tails here. That's what she said. Leave me be! Dragonborns have the best expressions in this game. I have been told, so I kind of wonder if I should just make Kiala here and just make our Viking sorceress who can cast ice magic. But because of our lower levels in this game, we would just suffer because there's not a whole lot of ice magic in this game. Now I know you're in the midst of making a character in Baldur's Gate 3, but just so you know, I'm sure that Monstrosity would love to chat Digimon with you. And I absolutely would love to do some talking of the Digimons. Because I do love me some Digimons. I meant she made the prettiest GIF, but autocorrect didn't like that. True. Autocorrect definitely sucks. I could just make Kiala then. Hold that thought. Let's see. So we would pick Dragonborn. Oh, but think about it. Okay, think about what, boss? Think about what, boss? Ice Dragon paired with Fire Woman. Right? By the way, I have now made a fully immortal build in Monster Hunter Wilds, like it is broken. Ooh, be sure to send me that build when you can, because I have been trying to perfect the current build that you gave me before when I played Monster Hunter, and I struggle. I won't lie, I struggle. Let's see. Kiala is a silver Dragonborn. Oh, look at those pretty scales. I like that, actually. Oh, they got rid of her tail. Bullshit. All right, you know what? We'll fix that in post. We'll fix that in post. But yeah, no, I'd love to talk about Digimon. What do you want to talk about in relation to Digimon? What's your favorite original Digimon? Ooh, of the original cast? Oh, let's see. From the original set of Digimon, my favorite... It would be a cop-out if I said Agumon, but honestly, Tentomon is my boy. I love my bug. I love my little bug. He is adorable in every way, shape, and fashion. No one can tell me otherwise. Anybody who dares to fight me on who the best Digimon is, you have already failed. You have already lost, because the best Digimon is quite clearly and quite obviously the goodest baby boy Tentomon. Sometimes Wormmon if you want to get into O2, but, you know, Tentomon. I really should make a Tentamon deck for the future. Just a nice Kabuteru deck. There we go. You do need 4 pieces of Zoshia beta armor set, but it's nuts. Well, then it looks like I'll have to hunt Zoshia in the future. Although I guess I have fallen in love more with Tyrannomon from the original line, because despite Agumon and Greymon being the most iconic, Tyrannomon is basically just supposed to be the mascot, and even Watanabe, the guy who draws them, really loves Tyrannomon. I think I have 2 of his art pieces over there, and they're just Tyrannomon, doing Tyrannomon things. Let's see. I guess if we built her as a sorcerer... See, now I'm confused, because I make her fight really well with weapons. So if I were to make this version of Kiala into a sorcerer, I would have to dedicate a lot of resources into, like, finding magics to supplement the loss of her magic, because sorcerer doesn't get a lot of spells, and she can't fight worth a damn if she were forced into close combat. Agumon would like a word. I mean, Agumon is basically the Pikachu of the franchise. Let's be real. Let's be real. Patamon is mine, or Gabumon. Okay, Gabumon is also really cute, and now that I knew that he was voiced by Kirk Thornton, it's like, if I ever meet Kirk Thornton, I'm going to be that one guy in the line who doesn't talk to him about Shadow the Hedgehog or anything else. I'm just going to look him dead in the face and be like, it's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Thornton. I can't really say that I have a lot of attachments to you in your current roles, but there's one role that has always made me smile since I was a kid, and then I would ask him to sign a Gabumon card from the Digimon card game, because I think that would be fucking cool. Let's see. If we were to make Kiala... I met him and talked to him about Digimon. Let's go! Maybe Kiala as a warlock would be good. Something similar to how Will fights. You know, give her a weapon and still be able to fight not only in close quarters, but fight also at range with Eldritch Blast, because that is the only cantrip I'll be ever casting if this game has anything to say about it. Let's see. Wizard would just be a Gale replacement. That's kind of the thing. Barbarian would also be a Karlach replacement, but I feel like Barbarian almost fits Kiala a little bit. Because, I mean, it's fucking Kiala. Let's go. Bard. Actually, do we not befriend bards in this game? I have to think about that now. Wait a goddamn minute. Do we ever recruit a bard in this game? I don't think we do. I will hold on to you. Bard Kiala? I guess it would be more like a Scald than a bard. That would be interesting. But she was way more Yu-Gi-Oh cards than Digimon. How fucking dare you? I mean, granted, I get it. Yu-Gi-Oh has been existing for a long time, and Digimon, the new Digimon card game, has only existed fairly recently. Kiala as a cleric of Bahamut would be pretty dope, actually. Or maybe a druid. I know we recruit a druid later, but like nature magic though. And Ice Knife exists, so that would supplement for the lack of a good spell. And my stats would be fairly well balanced to accommodate for both, you know, offensive in melee and offensive in spellcasting. And the versatility of being able to cast Speak with Animals would be pretty cool. Then there's Fighter. I don't know why, but Kiala being a straight fighter would be Monk. I almost feel like I would just build a Vok, though, if I was going to do this. But we don't have Asimars, I don't think. My uncles kept taking my cards, and I had to hide them. No! How dare they? Paladin. I definitely know we don't have a Paladin. If I were to build a Paladin, it would just be Shakar. It would just be Shakar. And I lose them because I was young, and I can't remember where I put them. Oh, are you talking about the old cards? Like Yu-Gi-Oh! Or the old Digimon cards? Ranger. I think we befriend a Ranger later. I like Rangers. Rangers are personally fun for me. That's weird. Both. Ah, the cruelty. Rogue. I know we befriend Astarion later, but, you know. Oh, okay. No, that was kind of smooth. Wait, could you do that coin thing again? That was cool. And then we go back to the original options of Sorcerer, Warlock. Warlock or Bard would definitely work best for Kiala, if for nothing else because, you know, I still have the offensive capability along with my spellcasting. And if I were to go the route of a Druid, I would have less weapon options, but I think Shillelagh, your staff or club becomes magical and deals 4 to 11 bludgeoning damage and uses your spellcasting for attack rolls, and this lasts for 10 turns. I like that, because that gives me the option of, even if I have the simplest of weapons, I'll have something that'll at least do me a good bit of damage in a fight, and it's using my spellcasting modifier instead of using my physical capabilities. So that's pretty good. I had both original Digimon and Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Oh god, the original Battle Coliseum Digimon card is not an option? I'm in hell. I am actually in hell. Because I want to build this thematically, but the game won't let me. I have Ice Knife, but that's a spell and not a cantrip, and I need a cantrip if I... Okay, that's fine. Let me see Warlock. Eldritch Blast, Blade Ward. If I am going to do... A. Alright. Do you have Ray of Frost? I see this game hates me because it will not give me the Ray of Frost. Okay. Alright. But if I picked a wizard, it's Ray of Frost is right there. So basically, if I wanted to do this, I would have to play either a wizard or an arcane trickster rogue, or a sorcerer. Why do I have more cantrips as a sorcerer? Wait a minute. Yeah, right there. I have to use my brain, and I don't like using my brain. Let's see. Light cantrip, true strike. Who would ever use that? Light makes sense. This makes sense. Acid splash, you have to be one sadistic asshole for that one, honestly. That one's just a straight attack roll using my charisma. Oh, but god, my physical stats. I'm back. I had to teach my brother some carpentry really quickly. Carpentry? Well, alright then. Carpentry sounds dope. No one likes to use their brains. I don't like using my brains. It is too early in the day. Especially since now it's 10 o'clock. God, it's 10 o'clock. I have less than 2 hours to stream. I wonder how much I can actually accomplish in 2 hours. So far, like, Kiala as a sorcerer would work. It's just, it goes back to what I was saying originally, where the only thing that we would suffer through would just be, yeah, I went to college to learn bench joinery and carpentry. Nice! The hardest part is figuring out thematically what I want to grab, and I'm not worried about optimizing. For fuck's sake, I don't want to optimize. Optimizing is fun, but Bursting sinew. Explode a corpse, causing it to impale those around it. Are you telling me that after I kill somebody, I can just use the corpse like a bomb? Alright. Okay. Alright. I mean, I I went to college to learn to be dramatic. Oh, the miseries. Everybody wants to be my enemy. I have a spell like that in my TTRPG that I made called Corpse Bomb. That's essentially what this is. Bursting Sinew, and it's a cantrip. I just explode a corpse? You know what? I'll take that. That'll be interesting. So I freeze them, and then I kill them again. I don't get anything else. Mage Hand wouldn't be the worst idea. Poison Spray, there are lots of things that are very resistant to poison. Let's see. Shocking Grasp has advantage with any foe that wears metal armor. I see. Okay. Blade Ward. Blade Ward is defensive, and I like defensive. Okay. So far it looks like Sorcerer is going to be the option we have for Kiala. Chromatic Orb, because you just need a spell that does everything. You want this to do thunder damage, fire damage, pick your poison and call it good. Or at least that's what I assume Chromatic Orb is, because it's saying thunder, but it's not. Let me see. Your primary replenishes resource. Da, da, da. It's only showing thunder. Why? Why is it only showing thunder? Mage armor isn't the worst idea to have, considering that I have no armor to wear whatsoever, so I'll consider that. What is that? False Life? Cool. Still have that magic missile. Ray of Sickness is abusive, but there it is. Say less. I need Ice Knife. It may not do a lot of damage, but Ice Knife does the job of that thematicness that I like, and that's exactly what I'm looking for, is theme. We need theme. Alright, we could go down the road of the Draconic Bloodline, which, if memory serves... Aha! Here we go. Dragon-like scales cover parts of your skin. When you aren't wearing armor, your base armor... So then I don't need mage armor. I just have a decent armor class by virtue of wearing this bloodline. I could just pick the Draconic Bloodline and call it good. But then we have Shadow Magic, which gives me apparently wicked dark vision. And if I reach 0 hit points, I can regain 1 instead of becoming downed. That's wild. Storm Sorcery. I am the storm that is approaching. That would be so good, actually. But I would... After you cast a level 1 spell or higher, you can fly as a bonus action until the end of your turn without receiving opportunity attacks. Interesting. It's very flighty. It's very usable. And then there's just Wild. Oh, they have different cloak colors. I didn't realize that. Wild Magic. Tides of Chaos. Activate to gain advantage on your next ability check. Increased chance of Wild Magic surge afterwards. Wild Magic. Wild Magic stems from the forces of chaos. It churns within the sorcerer that wields it, waiting to burst free. Your powers come from ancient forces of chaos. They churn within you, waiting to burst free at any time. I feel like that would be chaotic. So either I go Draconic, Shadow Magic to give myself some dark vision so I don't need a light cantrip, Storm Sorcery if I just want to fly, and then Wild Magic when I just want to roll the goddamn dice on whatever the fuck I want. That would be disgusting. Also, I made a high-level spell in my TTRPG, which you cast any one. The next attack they do, if they roll 1 to 10, they die. If they roll 11 to 20, the enemy dies instantly. It's a really nasty spell. Oh, that's certainly a thing. Also, the build I have in Monster Hunter Wilds for my Immortal Tank build has max defense boost. I think I just got my hands on that recently. Max Agitator. Alright. Max Counter-Strike. Hey, you gotta get them bonuses wherever you can. Max Divine Blessing. Defenses are important. What can I say? Max Recovery up. Speed it up. Speed it up. Max Recovery Speed. Once again, speed it up. Speed it up. Max Elemental Absorption. Okay, I really should consider getting something like that. and 2 levels in bleeding resistance as an armor piece skill bonus that came along. Okay, fair enough. Also have level 2 Zoshia's Pulse for the superior recovery 2. Me and my wife sang along to that with you. Oh, gosh. I forgot what I was singing. I forgot what I was singing. I was reading all that and I completely forgot what I was singing. Good God. I think we'll do Draconic Bloodline. Keeps it simple, keeps it safe. And then... Oh, I am the storm that is approaching. Good. Good. Copper for acid. We like that cold. At level 6, spells that deal cold damage are more powerful and you can become resistant to cold damage. I mean, I like that. It just stays in theme with Kiala, and I think it made her scales look prettier? Question mark? Either that or all Dragonborn of the Silver variety are just pretty. Let's see. Acolyte, Charlatan, Criminal, Entertainer, Folk Hero, Guild Artisan, Noble, Outlander, Sage, Soldier, or Urchin. Kiala was technically a refugee. When I originally made her, she was a refugee from the land of the Lenorm Kings, and her whole deal was that she was almost killed for being a witch, because she was able to cast ice magic, and in the land of the Lenorm Kings, you could not really use magic of any sort of the arcane variety. Clerics and druids were one thing. But if you were casting arcane spells, you were deemed a witch and forced to drown in the river. So I almost wonder if Acolyte would be good, or maybe some of that Charlatan might be good. Entertainer, if I made her a bard, this would be better. The Entertainer thing. Animal handling, survival for the folk hero. Considering her low wisdom, survival and animal handling wouldn't be the worst idea. Insight and persuasion. She was definitely not a noble. If she were a noble, she would have never been in those dire straits. Athletics and survival. I guess we could just make her a sage. Give her some arcana and history, just, you know, keeping her nice and nerdy. Okay, Constitution is very important, but my dexterity is not looking great. There we go, now we're talking. Okay. Evened out on the physical stats, because Lord knows we need that for our AC bonus. And then we have, of course, Charisma, which we can round off later. So far, so good. And out of the stuff assigned, they gave us Deception and Persuasion by default. I don't really need Intimidation, although maybe having it wouldn't be the worst idea. You know what? Kiala doesn't really lie. There we go. Persuasion and Intimidation. Having the knowledge in Arcana is good by default, and then the other one was History, because even though I'm not a wizard, I gotta have some knowledge. Now, for everything else. Identify as female. Let's see.
Where to next?
What was that?
Let's hope the locals are friendly.
Health. Something just woke up down here.
Be wary.
It's opened. I wonder what's back there.
I think that one works. Face. Let's see. Kiala had like a fairly longish face, I think. Let's see. Goodness. Trying to think. I'm trying to remember from the images that Shnun showed me before. I think this one or this one. Let me see that profile. Definitely this one. Definitely this one. Top of head. Let's see. I'm trying to remember. She had horns. Kind of like that, actually. But she also had hair. Ooh, but I like those horns. I don't know why. Forward-facing horns. Okay, horns pointed back. Alright, alright. Oof. Asymmetrical, but I like that asymmetry. Bald, 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 bald. Sent you my immortal bit. Nice. I'll take a look at it when I can. Fiends. See, now, if I was making Ingrid, the red Dragonborn, this would be so much easier. Huh. Actually. Ingrid was a fighter. Now I don't know which one I want. Kiala or Ingrid? Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. I like that. But that looks more like Shakar's head, actually. Is there no way to get, like, that hair, but without the horns? Ooh, I like that. Wait. I like. Question mark? Ooh. Okay. I'll look at that later. Let's see. No chin protrusions. How about jaws? There we go. Starting to look a little bit more like Kiala. Tail style. Give her a tail. Absolutely. Absolutely. Alright. Skin color. We are not touching this. Silver is great. Genitals. What? I'm going to ignore that for now. Heterochromia piercings. No. Eye makeup. Does she need eye makeup? Oh. Well, aren't you just the fanciest lassie? Yeah, there's a reason this game is 18+. Oh, yeah, no, Tint intensity. Lip. Wait, you have lipstick? Kiala, you decadent slut. Anyway, let's see. Ancestry enabled. Yes. Alright. It looks like that's it. I'm just now a little sad about, like, the lack of options for the head where I can still have that hair, but the horns be different. Because that is basically it right there. That is, like, top of head. Let's see. Because when it comes to it, this would have probably been fine-ish. That especially would have been fine if I had, once again, some hair there. Actually, this probably would have done a lot for... It's doing a lot for me right now. Quills, because the draconic dinosaur, I guess. And that actually does look good. I don't know why. Malformed apex... Bald! Okay. That would have been perfect on Ingrid, I think, because that would have looked great on a red Dragonborn. And then this just looks nice. It looks nice. Very regal and refined. And then we go for bigger horns, which I think is Kiala's thing. She has bigger horns. That actually does look nice. It messes with the head sculpt a little bit, but I don't know why, but that just... Let me see here. Actually, that's like looking at someone with a crown and they did up their hair in a certain way. And you know what, bot? Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out! I hate bots. If it wasn't made obvious, I hate bots. And then there's this design. I'm actually now torn the more I look at it. It's like, this head design is wonderful. The horns are just right, and the hair is long and braided and looks beautiful. And then I look at Proud Phalanx, and the horns are thicker. They stick up a bit more to give her nice definition. It adds more to the head sculpt there. And then just that additional hair in the back. It looks regal and defined. It just refined. I love it. Proud Phalanx. We'll do Proud Phalanx. There we go. Isn't she pretty? Alright, review character. Rename character. We are not Tav. We are... Kiala. May God have mercy on our wretched souls for what we're about to do next. Do I need a guardian? What if I don't want a guardian? Have you considered that I just don't want a guardian? A tiefling, a human, a githyanki, a dwarf, an elf, a half-elf, a halfling, a gnome, and a half-orc. So, as a dragonborn, I apparently just get no guardians that are dragonborns. Okay, you know what? Fine, whatever. I guess we'll just pick one that looks pretty-ish, I guess. A drow. I have a feeling Kiala wouldn't trust drow that much, although she did learn to trust Nadia when we had her in the campaign. We'll go with an half-elf. Half-elf is good. Venture forth! This is going to end very badly for me, I think. So now that we got that taken care of, we can actually play this game. And if I die, I will have to just restart the game and play as Ingrid instead. And if I have to play as Ingrid, Hinga Hanga Durgan. That's racist as hell. Don't ever allow me to say that again. Bop me, boop me, do whatever needs to be done. Yeah, no, if I saw something tentacled in the sky and I'm just having an average day, like, in the market, shoot me now. Shoot me right now. Sorry, Emmy, I blame SpongeBob for that one. What was it? Happy Lee Erickson Day? Or whatever they called it? Gonna bop you. Then bop SpongeBob. He made the joke first. And so did Patrick. Happy Lee Erickson Day, hinga hanga jinger. And I'm like, why are you doing that? Why are you making those noises? I love that old... Actually, no, I have a weird love-hate relationship with that one, too. Cartoons back in the 90s did not give a shit about racism. They were just racist. Leif Erikson, the one who found America. Leif Erikson. Now I'm actually having to Google that. Hold on. Oh my god, wait. Also known as Leif the Lucky, was a Norse explorer who is thought to have been the first European to set foot on continental America, approximately half a millennium before Christopher Columbus. Damn, the Vikings found it first. Get absolutely fucking wrecked, you Spaniards. Nah, you're right, you're right. Oh, these are just such cool shots. Look at that. Why is it so cool? Why is it so cool? Like, this is exactly how dungeon masters and players imagine, like, a D&D session going in their head. Not just a bunch of models on a table and maps and numbers on a sheet. This is the stuff that goes through your brain when you're like, I'm about to go on a freaking adventure. And I almost want to run something like this, but with Digimon instead. Like, could you imagine a Digimon tabletop RPG? That would be dope. It would be dope as hell. Oh, I felt that defiance in your roar there, Dragon Boy. Or girl, you know, I don't know your gender. Look at this pretty Githyanki. That would be really awesome if she were a hardened battle wife. I've just now made the realization I'm playing a Dragonborn, and Githyanki have a strong affinity for dragons. Is she gonna ride the dragon? Question mark. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be this bad. I should not be this down bad. Oh, that's right. We're in hell. I gotta like focus. I gotta stop like my thirst and just focus. Stop the thirst and 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 focus. It's not my fault that they're all snacks. Okay. Let me out. Cool, we were let out of a xenomorph pod. I just, like, the more I look at it in these animations, the more I've come to the conclusion that if given the chance, this would have been one hell of, like, an alien-themed RPG. I would love a D&D Digimon campaign. Oh, no, for real. Like, I think it would be dope, personally.
Where the hells are we?
We are actually in hell, my dear Kiala.
Might still be stuck inside if we haven't been attacked.
Oh, look, a corpse. I'll take that. Ah. Can I actually squeeze blood out of that stone, or... nah?
This is the pool that thing came from. The parasite now writhing behind your eye.
Investigate. I mean, I can now practice my luck, because Wolf and Shnun always told me that I had ridiculous luck in Pathfinder. Maybe this is where I will lose my luck. Maybe now I'll roll lower than what I actually need. Let's see it. Yep, I rolled lower. See, my luck is bad here. Yeah! Oh, wait, that's not good. Worst thing, if I ever knew more about Digimon, I could legit make it happen piece of cake. Well, that's the thing. Like, Digimon...
Just nothing more than
I guess it would be different. It would be difficult to run a game based on Digimon. Mostly because... Well, how do I put this in perspective? The issue isn't being a Digimon. Like, if we were to sit down and play Pathfinder, not an issue. With Pathfinder, you have a billion options. So if you wanted to play Wizardmon, literally the wizard class in Pathfinder or in D&D would work perfectly to play Wizardmon. Or any of the classes that heavily rely on magic. Hell, a good basis to determine how your Digimon would work would be if we used the system that we see in Digimon Stories Cyber Sleuth, where they have basically a very simple rock, paper, scissors element of, are you a vaccine? Okay, you're strong against virus. Are you data? Well, you're strong against vaccine. Are you a virus? You're strong against data. That kind of thing. Very simple triangle of rock, paper, scissors. So we could establish that as a core element of the Digimon types that we could play as, in which case they would do more damage or less damage based on type advantages. But then, thrown into the mix, you have the types. Oh, of course, there's also free element, because there are just some Digimon that don't have a data type whatsoever. What's another good one? Oh, right, elemental types, because in Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, you have water, you have thunder, you have, I believe, grass or nature, wind, fire, earth, neutral, and light and darkness. There we go. The only thing would be an issue would be the evolutions, to my knowledge. Not really. Most Digimon follow a very set, like... Let me pause here. So Digimon follow a very set evolutionary path. They were only randomized if you look at the original Digital Monster V-Pets. Like, the original Digital Monster V-Pets from 1997... they didn't really necessarily focus on any kind of, like, evolutionary line that made sense, so much as they just wanted to show off the roster of Digimon. Sometimes they would have an evolutionary roster that made sense. A good and wonderful example, actually, comes from the Digital Monster version 1. That one has the most perfect line that goes from left to right that you could ask for. You raise an Agumon. Cool. If you raise that Agumon perfectly, you get a Greymon. Cool. You raise that Greymon perfectly and win 15 battles, or at least win 80% of 15 battles, you get Metal Greymon, and that shit was awesome. That shit actually bangs. I love it. I love it to death. It's a very simple evolutionary line. And then it has... hold on. I gotta recalibrate. Okay. And then you have, on that same device, if you didn't do too well, you raised a Numemon, and then if you raised that Numemon to be able to live and fight, you would get Manzemon, which is arguably, at the time, the strongest ultimate level Digimon you could ask for, because the story behind that is that Numemon, wanting to seek love and affection, finds a teddy bear outfit, crawls inside, and then becomes Manzemon, or Teddymon as he's referred to in the Japanese titles. And that's an actually really cool thing. It's like a side story for all these different evolutions. Other than that, though, the evolutions don't make a lick of sense. Why would you have Seadramon and then suddenly you can become Devimon, and then there's Mamemon who just kind of exists there? And then the Digital Monster version 2 was the one that confused me the most, because it's like, okay, I got Gabumon. If I raise him perfectly, in my head, I get, Garurumon, which is the wolf fox Digimon that I've known in the anime since I was a child. I raised it perfectly and he became Kabuterimon. And I was so deeply confused because it's like, I didn't raise Tentomon. Where did this come from? And that's when I learned that the digital monsters from the old days didn't have necessarily a set path. You would have to kind of figure it out on your own, and not necessarily would they make sense. To my knowledge, the only devices that made sense was the Digital Monster version 1 for Agumon, Greymon, Metal Greymon, and then the version 5, which gave us Gazimon, which then became Dark Tyrannomon, which became Metal Tyrannomon, and that worked perfectly. Those were the only ones that made perfect, absolute sense. Maybe one of the devices where you go from Ogremon into Andromon, okay, fine, that could make sense. But that is still a deeply confusing thing to think about because, again, that was the old devices. They were interested more in showing off the roster of Digimon than they were actually in giving you a roster that made sense. The Digimon evolution lines didn't start making sense until Digital Monster Pendulum. The Pendulum series introduced us to what were called egg groups. Egg groups such as Deep Savers for the oceanic types of like sea serpents and other swimming and ocean Digimon. Then there is Nature Spirits, which had bugs, elemental beings, and for whatever reason, the cat who became an angel who then became a pink fluffy dragon. What else? Nightmare Soldier. Nightmare Soldier didn't have necessarily a set evolution line. It was mostly just virus-type Digimon that were revolving around the creepy crawlies. From vampires to spiders to wolves and stuff like that. Makes sense. You can follow along. Metal Empire gave us cyborg and robotic Digimon, which is why I love Toy Agumon. He's just a little collection of Legos and Mega Bloks put together to make an Agumon shape. It's cute. Okay, it's just very cute. Trying to remember the rest. Wind Guardians essentially were flying Digimon and sometimes plant-based Digimon. And then finally there was Virus Busters. Virus Busters is one of those egg groups that just kind of existed everywhere, because sometimes you could get Digimon who existed over at the Metal Empire to be a Virus Buster, because it's mostly hero-based Digimon. So that was always how you could define a Virus Buster. Basically protagonists or just hero-based. That's it. Very simple egg groups, and thanks to those egg groups, evolutions started to make sense. Because before, they did not make sense. Godamon and Podamon were one that turned into Angemon and Angemon. Correct. And I believe both of them are on the Virus Busters one. I actually have that pendulum here in the color version. I just haven't hatched it in a hot minute because I am trying to decide on when I want to do like a Digimon Diaries, where I just talk about like raising.
Before they return.
The brain is talking to me. Who am I talking to? A man or a brain?
A newborn. Born new from this husk.
I love how they go back and forth between screaming and talking normally.
A minion of the Mind Flayers who abducted you.
Remove us from this body. From this case. Free us.
That body is crying, which means they're technically still alive while this is all happening. Oh my god. Let's see if I can roll higher than a 9. Oh, I got exactly 10. Alright. It's us. The baby.
You notice edema, a swelling of the brain causing pressure where it strains against the shell of the skull.
Oh, I am not proficient in medicine. If I took that... Gently pry or break the skull. I have more dexterity than I have anything else. So you know what? We'll take that. Because at least I have a +2 bonus. Alright. Let's go gambling! Hey, we gambled good. We gambled good. Oh, gosh. But those were the days where, like, the evolution lines made a little bit of sense. They make sense now, but...
But you notice an opportunity. You could cripple the strange creature, making it more subservient, should it prove a threat.
See, Kiala wouldn't do that. I don't see her purposefully injuring a creature. I think we'll just spare it. We saved the baby. Ugh.
Free. Our freedom is ours, friend.
The creature
Friend.
pauses, listening. Something behind your eyes seizes in recognition.
We must go to the helm. At the helm, we are needed.
The brain tenses, as though querying an unseen advisor.
Do you not hear it? We will not survive here. We are needed to navigate.
We are needed to navigate, huh?
To leave this realm.
Okay, so basically just telling us that we have to do what we gotta do.
To the helm we go. We are going to the helm.
As you keep saying. Thank you. Loot. You had nothing to loot. God, I felt bad for doing that. Brain in a jar. Ah, sweet. I sure do love brain in a jar. Alright, little intellect devourer, get over here. We gotta go. Hey, you're still up there. Creature. Oh, you can just crawl, can't you? You're weird.
Doesn't do anything.
Alright. Peach the Mewtwo. Whoa. Well, woe to you too. Oh god, wait, my multi-chat works today. Nice! Oh, those dragons are so cool! Hold on, I have to marvel at this, and then I'll get back to yapping my mouth off about Digimon. But hi there, Peach. What's good? Alien lady.
This is your end.
I am friend, please.
Your head throbs and your skin tingles. Visions rush past. A dragon's wing, a silver sword, and a flash of your face seen through the strange woman's eyes.
Okay, so she saw us then.
My head. What is this? Skvar. You are no thrall. Vlaakith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive.
Okay, so she was willing to cooperate from the beginning. That's at least nice. What made you think I was a thrall? There we go.
Mind flayer parasites. Unless we escape, unless we are cleansed, our bodies and minds will be tainted and twisted. Within days, we will be Geich, mind flayers.
The voice actress, by the way, is really cool.
We can do nothing until we escape. That must be our priority. First, we exterminate the imps. Then we find the helm and take control of the ship.
Am I finally going to cast magics?
It will remain tame as long as it believes we are thralls. It may be of use in the fight to come.
Okay, deception is in your nature. I dig that. Hello, hell creatures. Okay, so it's the Intellect Devourer's turn, or is it my turn? Okay, it's my turn? Oh, wait, am I controlling the Intellect Devourer? I guess I am. How unexpected, actually.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Let's see. Actions, perfect. We will try... I'm not going to use my Frost Breath. Ray of Frost, though. Already almost dead. I can appreciate this. Can't really attack, though. So we are going to stay right here. And how about you finish it off, darling? Thwack! Why, hello there. Well, that was just plain cheap. How about you die? And just like any good D&D party, we loot.
Now, to the helm.
A dead Mind Flayer. Sounds like a good Mind Flayer to me. Ah, Scimitar. I don't think I can wield that. I think I can wield a light crossbow. That's at least good. Another light crossbow. Can't wait to sell you. Potion of healing. I do like healing potions. Potion seller. I'm going into battle, and I require your strongest potions. Hold on. Am I not able to... Because there's an axe on his body. Am I... hang on. Okay, I guess not. Alright, that's fine, that's fine. That's all good. It's all chill, it's all chill. No, I already looted that body. Yep, I did. We technically don't need this, but the little brain guy does. Always gotta heal the brain, buddy.
The ship won't be able to take another dragon attack. We need to get out before it's too late.
We're just casually flying through hell. That's wonderful. But back to Digimon. So... I love the little brain buddy. Yeah, he's so cute. So an interesting thing about like the whole Digimon thing in regards to the eggs that would come later. Like, how do I put this? So in Digimon, after the pendulum devices, we had a number of other devices where, of course, there were the Digivices, which weren't like traditional V-Pets. They were more like a pedometer, where if you walk, you took your little guy with you and stuff like that. And looking back at those, I'm a little sad that we never got our hands on like the later Digivices. So like we had access to the Digital Monster Pendulum, I believe, Progress, which was a different shape but still just the same. And what made it cool was that they were introducing bigger sprites. Like, they had a little bit more detail. The toys were a little bit louder. The battery usage still sucked, but it was still cool. You had the Digital Monster XL, you had the Digital Monster Pendulum X. And the Pendulum X is really where things got crazy, because you had adventure mode, training cycles for day and night, just like with the Progress. And the egg groups, while they were starting to look similar, and unfortunately they didn't introduce nearly as many brand new Digimon, they were still fun and cool to have because you could still have that connectivity with older devices, legacy devices. And then as time moved forward, we kind of just died from Digital Monster V-Pets. There was the Digital Monster Loader, I think, for Cross Wars? No, I'm thinking of There was a Digivice that was like a traditional V-Pet for Savers, although I guess for the United States they called it Digimon Data Squad, and I would love to get my hands on one of those. They are so cool looking, and I think that is like the peak of Digivice shapes, and the sprite work is good, and everything about it is just really, really cool. And then, once again, Digimon just kind of died for a little bit. And then we were introduced to the 20th anniversary celebration, a revival of the Digital Monster series. And it was so good. They still sell them in the UK. You mean to tell me you can get the Digital Monster Data Squad Digivices in the UK? Please tell me they're cheap, because I do not want to spend $300 on those Digivices. Like, I keep finding them on eBay, and they're, like, so expensive. Yes? Okay. You need to start to... You need to give me that hookup. I need to get my hands on one. I want one that has bugs or plants. As much as I love my boy Agumon from that series, and Geo Greymon, which was... They're out 15 pounds. No, I don't believe you. Hang on, hold on. I gotta Google that later. First, let me just roll the dice. Intelligence Arcana. I only need a 7. I can make that. God had other plans. Oh wait, no, that's exactly the oh, game, you're going to be the death of me.
Ruins. You feel them drawing energy from the console near to the pod.
Are you satisfied? We need to go.
The construction is too alien.
Okay, no, okay, now I'm starting to look at the way they express.
Do you intend to die?
They're about 15 pounds. I need to go and have a look, but I'm pretty sure. No, like, if you can find those Data Squad Digivices, that would be freaking amazing, because I would buy one in a heartbeat. They are so cool. Okay, now okay, hold on. Let's see, Digimon Data Squad Digivice. Where are you? My anger continues to grow. I'm finding them on eBay. Oh, you could get it for $289. Because I have to ask my uncle that they still live in my hometown to have a look. The more I'm looking, the more depressed I'm now getting, because it's like, this is disgusting. Oh, you can get this Digivice for $200. Bitch, I can go and pay even less and get myself the 25th anniversary Digimon Color, which I did, by the way. I got the Digivice Color, the 25th anniversary color. I like that one. That one's cool. Oh, man, these Data Squad links are depressing to look at. Who the hell do you think you are to justify the price of that? That is horrendous, disgusting. I hate price gouging. I hate it. There's no reason for this inflation. There's no reason! Because I live near London, and they still have them because I got my cousin into Digimon. Well, if they still have it, that's cool. Unless you're thinking of the Vital Bracelet. Dad having problem with bargains again? I always have a problem, Briar Rose. I always have a problem with bargains. It's like a curse for me at this point.
Hurry, please.
Okay, lady, I'm on it.
The console appears dormant. The console hums to life.
Okay, Arcana it is. Please. Bruh. Oh, okay, you know what? Exactly the DC. I'll take it. I'm telling you, my luck is not here with me.
Glow and organic lines of the device make it seem more like a beating heart than a machine. Perhaps it will open the nearby pod.
Maybe if I place my hand on the console?
Suddenly, you feel a hideous squirming in your head. The parasite. Then discomfort fades, and another sensation washes over you. Connection. Authority.
So I can just will it open? Oh, fuck yes. I'll take it. No, definitely them, because I got it for them when I went to visit. Okay, now I'm just mad, because it's like, I want one! Ugh!
And yield to it. A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
Oh, I did it. I saved the lady.
I thought that damn thing was going to be my coffin.
It probably would have been.
Thank you.
Your mind lurches into her thoughts. Her gratitude is mixed with wariness, because you have a gift with you.
You keep dangerous company.
Let's see. No, definitely them, because I got it for them to when they went to visit. So the Data Squad Digivices are no longer in production at all, so they aren't sold in the UK for general purchase. So yeah, if there are any being sold, they are knockoffs. Well, that sucks. I mean, sometimes the knockoffs are good. Like, I saw Digital Dream way back when. He had a knockoff Digital Monster version 3, I believe, where it was, like, all gold and stuff like that. And it was pretty cool, but, like, you know, you knew it was a knockoff, but it was still a functional knockoff that did exactly what it was supposed to do. I think it was that the board is officially a Digimon product, but the shell and everything else was third-party, essentially. In my area, Digimon don't exist. How dare! However, I did just find one for 119. Now that is a bargain, considering what I've been finding prices for on these things. Dangerous company is what you need in a fight.
Fair point. Looks like there's plenty of fighting ahead. Let me come with you. We can get off this ship and watch each other's backs along the way.
Let's get going then.
Shadowheart. One moment.
Now, madam, I don't mean to bother you, but what are you doing with an oversized D20?
It's nothing. Trust me.
Enough of this chatter. We need to get to the helm. Now.
It's secondhand, but if it works, it works. You see, I would be inclined to agree with you in that regard, except I find the policy of if it works, to only slightly work. Hello? I find the policy only slightly works if, how do I put this? That policy for me only slightly works if we're talking about a Digivice that I can still replace parts for. I'm not sure if this is one of those cases where it's like the screen is bad, so I would have to find a replacement screen. And unfortunately, not all screens are compatible with each other. Some of the older screens, for example, have no compatibility with each other whatsoever with the newer screens because they are a different size. What is that moving there? Hold on, hold on, can we move the camera a certain way? Those look like mouths. Are we being looked down upon by, like, creatures attached to the walls? Because that is fucking terrifying. A chest. More potions. Thank you, potion setup. I don't know what that is, but I'm taking it. Money is money. Eldritron. Oh, but I already willed it open, so I guess I don't need that anymore. Sparky, would you like me to send the link to you? Send it over, sure. I mean, I can't buy it now because I don't have money until Thursday, and I won't have money for the next couple weeks because I gotta pay rent. I gotta pay. Yeah, no, I gotta pay rent. I gotta pay rent. I gotta pay the electricity bill, which is huge over here due to the heat.
A dazed woman is trapped inside the pod. She doesn't notice you.
Maybe I can get her out? Let's see if we can get her out. I'm gonna touch the pod.
As you place your hand on the pod, you hear something. A presence connected to the pod.
I love how my eyes look like they're on fire with silver light. Sent it. It's on eBay. Nice. Oh, wait. If you were looking on eBay, it might have been UK eBay and not American eBay. And what the hell? Oh! Oh! Oh, that's gruesome.
Change her. Changed at the pull of a lever. How? If we are not purified, this may be our fate.
Well.
Get out of here before it's our turn.
That was nightmare fuel. Thank you. I love it.
Newborn mind flares.
It was in USD, so it's based in the US to my knowledge. Oh, nice. Okay, then I'll check it out then. I haven't seen you in years, Dad. Did you just call me Dad? How's it going for you and the rest of Vovos? It's going pretty well. Most of us keep on disappearing. So, like, we've had to reduce production of our YouTube videos due to the fact that, no, how do I put this? Schnun disappeared for a little while because, well, she was going to a convention. So she was out of town for a couple weeks. Then Nate disappeared for a couple of weeks because he's off with his girlfriend.
She made them hostile.
Did I? Oh. I didn't think this through. That's fine. Easy XP, easy XP.
Let's go.
We like easy XP. It's all good. It's all fine. It's all super hella chill. Speaking of chill, chill out. Okay, stay right there.
Let's end this.
We're gonna have Shadowheart do Old Reliable Firebolt. Or we miss, because missing is also great. Yes, I called you Dad because I essentially raised by you and the Ovos crew since I was a kid. Well, dang, I guess I'm a dad now. I mean, I'm usually a dad anyway for my Digimon, so I guess that tracks in a weird way. Baller's gay. Yeah, Baller's gay. What up, Max? A victory is a victory. A dub is a dub is a dub is a dub. Oh, that's a beautiful ring. I will be sure to sell that. I feel like a rogue now. A quill. I don't know what I'll be writing with it, but I'll take it. There we go. But yeah, no, I'll check out that Digivice when I can, because I'm always looking to add more to the collection. And, I mean, I guess, well, actually a part of me now thinks about it, like, maybe I shouldn't get it, because one of the cool things I've noticed is that as time moves forward, Bandai has been releasing Digivice colors. And one of the Digivice colors was the Digivice 25th anniversary, which is what I'm shaking right now. Hey, audience, listen to the clicky clicky. Do I have your attention? Jangling keys. I'm jingling my keys at you. But no, like, I have the Digivice here, and I think that's pretty cool. And I think they're going to be releasing the D3 soon. And if they keep on going down the route they're going, I think they'll eventually release a colored version of the D-Arcs, which I think would be really, really freaking cool. I think that would be dope if they did that. The Digimon Tamers Digivice in color would be sick. Then the logical next step would be Digimon Frontiers. I will be honest with you. I do not give a single shit about Digimon Frontiers. People turning into Digimon was a cool concept, but the story of that particular series just did absolutely nothing for me. And then Data Squad came in, and you know what? Give me a color version of Data Squad. My autism Vince. Oh, you want more autism? Here, I've got my Virus Busters pendulum right here. The clicky clacky! I shake aggressively at you.
Connect the nerves of the transponder. We must escape.
What happened? Did I accidentally overstimulate the chat?
After we
I say overstimulate while we're about to have Dungeons and Dragons overstimulation here. It is 11 o'clock. I have barely done anything in the 2 hours I've been streaming. I'm just trying to hunt for shiny Feebas. Dang it, Dad. Well, then go hunt that Feebas. Ballin'. Die. Scuttle, scuttle, scuttle.
Survival is all that matters.
Is that a fucking... Oh, that is a boar? Hell boar. Ha! 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 No, I saw what happened to Shakar with the boar, and frankly, I'm not here for that. So how about you eat good old-fashioned ray of... Wait a minute. That worked. Turning a corpse into a bomb. That is so disgusting, actually. Dad, Vince didn't birth us. Unless... Oh, now you know the dark secret. You know the dark secret, Max. You were all my children. I hatched you all from Digital Monster V-Pets. You were all my children all along. Okay. That is a whole ass Arc Devil. You missed.
taking position.
Oh, Imp, you thought you were the only one who could do ranged attacks? So can I! Oh, you didn't die. This music, though. Is it just me, or are the Ovas veterans just basically like the first children that were adopted? I mean, basically... Not to get all parasocial and weird and stuff like that, but I mean, basically, yeah. What happens if I just let the Mind Flayer also fight? Oh, shoot. Can I loot that? I want to loot that. I looted it. Alright. Let's see. Ray of Frost. And just like that, it is removed from the initiative order. I believe from here I could have just done the dash action, but I think I'm good. I'm the Steve Urkel neighbor kid that showed up and never left. I would say that's an accurate description, but we love having you here. Those neighbors do not like Steve Urkel. And if they do, they're liars. They're liars. Mind Flayer, you ain't looking too hot there, bud. Pal, friend. That would have been cool if you could have done something there.
Where do I go from here?
Let's loot a dead body. A pearl though. Wait. That's money. Little dagger. All right. You know, a little dagger. A little bit of money there. You know, just a little. Again, I could have used the dash action in hindsight. Actually, can I still... Dash action. Let's go. Double that movement speed.
On my way.
Missed me with that gay shit. I was just a little Silver the Hedgehog child that grew up to be a woman. I relate. I mean, I grew up with Silver the Hedgehog on my side of things too, so I get it. I personally do. A Peridot, we can sell that. Oh, wait. Dash action. Let us commence with the movement. We're moving. The little brain that could.
Despite everything.
Since I don't want to waste my actions, we'll just move here. And we'll commit to... Are there corpses in the area? This game is too easy. Now that I have that one cantrip, I just feel gross about it. The corpse is 2 damage. Damn. No one's in range. Damn. How about you? That is a good chance. Sure. Make it real or else forget it. Oh, that they did. Well, shit. Go away. Go away. Nobody invited you here. Healing potions. Well, what if I don't want a healing potion? What if I just want to kick ass? Like that. You, imp boy. You're ready to die, boy. A. Who gave you the right? I've seen YouTube shorts where Baldur's Gate players got a wake-up call when they tried playing D&D. I've seen a few shorts like that too. Like the wake-up call being that, oh, you mean the cool rules that were really fun in Baldur's Gate don't really apply in normal D&D? And the answer is technically true because, well, how do I put this? House rules. That's basically what it boils down to, is house rules. Which, there's nothing wrong with a house rule in my head. Like, if you want to rule that a certain thing takes a certain action, you're allowed to do it. Like, genuinely speaking, you are actually allowed. You don't necessarily have to you don't have to follow the rules of the book. You just do what you want to do. You know, you're allowed to do what you want to do. Obviously, there are some exceptions to the rules. The exceptions being that, you know, not everything is directly applicable to your character, and sometimes your dungeon master will just flat out say, no, you can't do that. Which they do have the final say. But if you talk to your dungeon master before you commit to an action, you'd be surprised with what you're allowed to do. Give me your heart, make it real, or else forget about it. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, that was actually perfectly timed. That dragon just decided to pop in. Now, Big Red Dragon, if you would... You could have waited until I was done. You could have fucking waited. That song goes so hard, dude. It does. Dad, don't lie. You're a brutal DM. I'm sometimes a brutal DM. I've been allowing for more rule of cool in my more recent games. Like, as we play Pathfinder, for example, because that's a little bit more rules crunchy D&D, but still surprisingly with a lot of freedom, too. Because of that, I'm able to do quite a lot for our campaigns, which is why I've been debating on if I want to do like a Digimon-based like D&D or Pathfinder campaign. How simple would it be? And then I realized Mystery Dungeon exists for Pokemon, so what's to say that there can't be a cool Digimon-related adventure where everyone just picks the Digimon that they want to be and go from there? I think that would be pretty cool. Could you imagine a Stingmon Rogue or an XVmon Sorcerer, since they still have, despite their muscles, they're more of a magic type? Their Veedramon self would be more physically based, though. Agumon with their precious little Pepper Breath, which is just a Firebolt cantrip. Pepper Breath! Well, we're going down. Oh, wait. There's an obvious joke in there. There's an obvious joke in there. There's an obvious joke in there. Chat, chat, chat! They hit the Pentagon! They hit the Pentagon! Turn on the orb! They hit the spires! Okay, I'll cease now. I'll cease now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I am so fucking sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. See, I'm actually making an entire TTRPG because of how bad D&D ended up getting to. Yeah! Like, here's the thing. My friends and I had a blast with D&D. Turn on the news. It doesn't matter which channel. Ah! God. Like, we had so much fun with D&D when we first tried it. And I made it fun because sometimes I would just look at the rules and be like, I don't like that. Drink a potion is a free action. Fuck you. It gives you more opportunities to do everything else. It's fine. And another thing is that I'll sometimes slip in Monster Hunter stuff. And I'm so happy when I can do that, because when I slip in Monster Hunter stuff, it gets wild. Like, I still love that they stole a Rathalos and Rathian egg, hatched it by accident, and they raised an Azure Rathalos as their pet. They named him Blueberry, and it was so cute. It was like our channel mascot for about a good solid 2 years. And that is why homebrew stuff is just nice, right? But it's gotten, man, the rules are too restricting in how it all works. And the leveling only goes up to 20, and mine goes up to 30. See, I don't mind that the leveling goes up to 20, because 20 is disgustingly amazing. It's not so much that the issue is 20 is a cap that sucks. It's just hard to challenge somebody who gets to that level.
Other than the infection, you're more or less intact. A miracle, given everything you've been through.
I hate how pretty we made Kiala, because she actually does look pretty here. What the shit?
It's a death sentence, and the clock is ticking. You need a cure.
I would gladly give up my body to give you, you know, go to your personal chest in a camp during the long rest for DLC items. I forgot about that. Wait, there's DLC items? Huh. Didn't even know we had DLC.
There must be a settlement somewhere nearby.
But it takes ages to get to, and the balancing on it is a massive jump per level. It really is, and that's what made it so ridiculous. So then, when my friends and I swapped over to Pathfinder, sure, we had to go through a bit of a learning curve. But, like, Pathfinder 2nd Edition is actually surprisingly beginner-friendly. Like, if you ever get a chance to just try out a system, just to have, like, a new way of playing, definitely go for it. Try out Pathfinder 2nd Edition. You would honestly be surprised with what you can make. Which is why I'm making my own game. Hell yeah, make your own game. Reach for the artifact or waker. I ain't no thief. Kiala's no thief. Wake up. Tiny woman, wake up.
I'm alive.
Yep, we're alive. That's how that works.
How is this possible?
Well, divine intervention is that which you seek. Anyway, I was hoping you might know that. It doesn't matter, we made it. Yep.
True. Seems like we're the lucky ones, judging by all the corpses strewn about.
Luck is subjective.
Remember the ship. I remember falling. Then nothing. No. I don't recognize this place.
Ice Queen, yeah, Max. She is pretty.
Where we just came from. First things first,
Let's see. Everything is explained. Everything levels up with you. Like when you use a weapon, when you level up your character, you gain more proficiency with them, so you can make them even better. Okay, so you're basically following, like, in a weird way, you're following, like, Elder Scrolls rules, where as you do specific actions, those actions level up. I like that. Was that an epic reference? Wouldn't you like to know, monstrosity? This life is amazing when you greet it with open arms. Whatever we face, We'll be fine if we're leading from the heart. It's so good. I love it. I love it so much. No joke, my wife just screamed, "Listen! Epic the Musical is great. We listen to Epic the Musical in this house. We love Epic the Musical. It is so good. It is so freaking good." Oh.
You might want to reconsider calling her a friend. Looks like she ran off without us. We need each other, and we both know what's at stake. Can't think of better company.
I hope that wasn't a flirtation there. I found another one. Yes, good. It deserves the title of epic because that's what it is. Exactly, Max. Exactly. It's so good. It is so good. The music is so good. Oh, God. However, for the animators, they need to calm down on their Zeus thirst. Because after Thunderbringer, I lost my goddamn mind. And it's like, how dare you make him hot? How dare you make him sexual? The lyrics certainly don't help. Pride is a damsel in distress, hiding away where only I can undress her. Try as she may not to confess. In the end, it's all the same once I apply all the pressure. Thunder, bring her through the ringer. It's just so good. It is just so good. It's so fucking good. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. Oh, and Poseidon. Oh, no, you can't go wrong with fucking Poseidon. You just can't. Ruthlessness, is so good. Ruthlessness is so freaking good. And unapologetically sassy. Or, even better, get in the water. Oh, Get in the Water was so cool. And I've seen an animatic where they used it as Godzilla. And it's just so good and oddly fitting in a weird way. I love it. I love it!
I wanted to thank you again.
Ruthlessness is mercy upon ourselves.
But you didn't. I'll remember that. Lead the way.
Oh, it's so good. I see, Max. I see what you posted there. Good God. Yes. Hearing Captain over and over again and realizing that, oh, those are the screams of his dying men. Oh, those are the screams of his dying men. When does a river become a tidal wave? When does a man become a monster? And then the callback. Hear me out, a D&D campaign inspired by Epic the Musical. Don't tempt me, Frodo. I would. Who am I fucking kidding? I would. That would be amazing. 43 left under your command. I am your darkest moment. The monster that always draws near. Any last words? And then the fucking bullshit. Just Odysseus whipping out the bag. All I have to do is not open this bag. Well, I mean, he technically changed it to, all I have to do is just open this bag. Oh, gosh. And we all row with the spray upon our necks. And we all row with the spray upon our backs. And we all row with the sea beneath our feet. And the bitch queen stays the storm. Wave mother, lash us to the prow. Wave mother, we ask to sail your skirt. If you allow, wave mother. I'm sorry, what am I reading here? Wait a goddamn. Sink us if you will, wave mother. Our skulls for yours with brine and sand to fill. Souls weigh and anchor still. The wind won't move without the bitch queen's will. We'll wait gladly years and days till the bitch queen brings the waves. Hey ho, she told us so. Hey ho, she told us so. What in God's holy name am I reading? And why does it kind of hit hard? I kind of want that to be a song later. Shanties of the bitch queen. I'm taking that. No, pick it up. We're taking that with us. It's very important loot, okay? It's very important. Very important loot. I'm trying to convert JC. Personally, I'm iffy with musicals. I appreciate the quality of Epic the Musical, but I'm a special case. The only real musical I like is Les Miserables, which you are allowed to enjoy Les Miserables. That is perfectly acceptable. I'm just sitting here enjoying the story of a man who is desperately trying to get back home to his wife and willingly sacrificed countless souls to do it, making him into the monster that he didn't want to be. Poor Athena must have felt so bad, because it's like, I'm literally trying to push you to the correct path. Fish barrel? There is no fish in that barrel. I'm just looting a bunch of dead bodies. Don't mind me, folks. I'm, you know, playing it smart, playing it cool. We need a camp. I don't know where I'm going because I forgot how to play this game. Is that a dead body? That body is charred. I'll take that. Oh, look at the loot. I love my loot. Oh, brains. I sure do love brains. And we all love a loyal man. He really is that loyal, though. Really is that fucking loyal. Oh, gosh. First you jiggle the keys, now you're stimming us with Epic. Is this stream made for people with autism? Because I'm starting to love it. I mean, we're playing D&D on stream too, so the autism is just here forever. Odysseus originally had approximately 600 men, and Poseidon's wrath left him 43. Oh, and then he just kept on losing more, because remember, the lair of Scylla... It is our only way home. Okay, no, Scylla was actually a really good song, too. I don't know why. That's just fucking great. And we all love a loyal man. Yep. I feel too overwhelmed with everyone going nuts with Epic. As you should. The autism is strong here. Just me being here like, oh, I'm the weird metalhead in the corner again. All my friends are metalheads. Do you think it's strange that there's a way of how you looked and how you act and how you think? Pretend they're not the same as you. And then we get trumpets. You think it's strange that there's a way of how you looked and how you act and how you think? Pretend they're not the same as you. Do you know about her strength and convictions, or how she puts all her faith in religion? Did we take the time to really discover how little we know about each other? Keep us from saying anything, can't separate from everything. Yeah, all this really means is you're one in a crowd and you're paranoid of every sound. You're not the friend you won't miss anyhow. If you don't know, if you don't know that one, I am so sorry for you. Legitimately good song. I need to hold action. Is there an option for hold action in this game? I don't think there is. And I definitely need to drink that potion. I just saw my HP and hello. Wait, we leveled up? This game didn't...
Time to push my luck again.
It won't let me level up because we're in the middle of a fight. Damn it. Damn it! Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We'll just end turn. We'll wait until the brain creatures get closer. How many was left after that? That's an excellent question. TISM. It's what makes us all the same. Trains and math make us cool. Social interactions? No thank you. Why did I get the image of Vince bullying Nate with Epic? I could one day. I mean, if you use any of the Epic soundtrack, you could honestly use that for any bard that you play as, and that would be kind of dope, actually. Oh, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, hold on. Would that? And now I gotta think about this. Hold on. Oh, you know, Dangerous could work as an inspiring bard music. Damn it, same shit. Same shit every goddamn day. Let's see. Ooh, wait. How close are you, Shadowheart, to that corpse? The corpse is too damaged? Damn it. Let's see. Now I gotta think. I have to use my brain. Use your brain cells. Ignore the drain damage. Ignore the drain damage. Ray of Frost! Okay, that did something, at least. I'm gonna have to end my turn from there. Make a bard inspired by Orpheus, please. That would be kind of dope, actually. Wait. Haha, you missed, bitch! Let's see. Can I get one good thwack in? Not enough to kill you, unfortunately, but a dub is a dub, I guess. Maybe I can just shove it away? Force it to move. Or I fail that. That works too. You are uncomfortably close, and I don't like any of that, so... Get frost breathed, idiot! I'm sorry. Parlay? Parlay? You know, a little bit of the parlay, a little bit of the parlay, you know, you're just a little parlay, you know. Can I shove you? Fuck. I end my turn. Please don't hit me. Wow, I am almost fucking dead. That is not good. Okay, okay, can I land this hit? Okay, good stuff, good stuff. And now maybe I can provide flanking. Like, does it technically count? Oh, okay. Oh, you do not make this easy for me, do you, pal? And if I cast a spell right here, I think that's disadvantage. Yes, it is. Even at 90%, I would still have disadvantage. Thwack. Please don't kill me in one hit. Please don't kill me in one hit. Please don't kill me in one hit. Well... Oh, I can't do anything. Shit. Okay. Hold on.
What am I to do?
Okay, throw, and be healed! So, y'all didn't see me die. I don't know what you're talking about. Y'all didn't see me die. I didn't die, okay? I didn't die. Okay? I didn't die. I didn't die. No one died. Scylla killed 6 men, so it rounds down to 37. Roughly in that, yeah. What was your favorite Epic song? That's the thing. It's hard for me to kind of lay out my favorites here. Ooh, wait. anything with Hermes, because it's an automatic banger. Wouldn't you like a taste of the power? Wouldn't you like to use more than words? Deep in the night, the fight lasts for hours. You can beat her. Oh, God, it's so good. You can be hurt or you can beat her. Oh, just anything with Hermes. Literally anything with Hermes. Anything with Hermes. Oh, and dangerous. It's gonna be dangerous, my friend. You need a mindset change for this. You cannot get away with playing safe for this. You wanna get home, put it all on the line. Oh, it's so good. And one of his men fell off the roof in a circle, but that's in the book. Oh, well, yeah, that's in the play. Or not the play, the epoch. Making a bard inspired off of Orpheus, that would be dope. What was your favorite epic song? I already said that. Let's see. One of his men fell off. Clip and ship. How dare you? Dangerous. I must admit, I do like the songs with Hermes in them. Oh, yeah, no. Anything with Hermes, automatic banger. Hermes gives sonic energy because he impacts the gods in one way or another. I mean, he is a messenger. A speedy messenger. Even if he's a little sassy bitch. I love him, though. I sure do love him. Burning Hands on an ice mage? That sounds wrong. Borderline sacrilegious. And yet, I probably would do it. Ray of Sickness actually would be pretty good here. Shield? No. Expeditious Retreat? Maybe. Disguise Self? Color Spray. Actually, Color Spray? Blinding a foe wouldn't be the worst idea. Chromatic Orb. I hate that it's tied only to Thunder, because I could have sworn Chromatic Orb did other elemental damage. I mean, I'll pick it up. Another damaging spell is just good to have. So we'll continue on that one. Ooh, Metamagics. I like Metamagics. I really like Open Arms. The Challenge and Would You Fall in Love with Me Again? Would You Fall in Love with Me Again broke so many people. It reduced men into crying boys. It reduced women to puddles. We were dead. We were over, man. We were over. Sorry, I really like Greek mythology. And a god of tricks and mischief. Oh yeah, no, true. True. Let's see. Allies automatically succeed saving throws against spells that require them. Ooh, I like that, actually. Because then if I have Burning Hands, I can accidentally, increases the spell's range by 50%. Okay. Doubles the duration of conditioned summons and surfaces caused by spells. I like that, too. A bit of manipulation. What's this one here? Costs a sorcery per spell slot. Oh, it's twinned magic. Okay. So if I want, like, multiple targets for the same spell, that'd be pretty cool. I think Distant will be fine, because I like the idea of being a spell sniper. Replace spells? No, I'm good. Do I gotta do Shadowheart next? I think I do. Yeah, we do. Alright, cool. What do we got here? We got more spells, Turn Undead, and Invoke Duplicity. That's right, you're not a healing domain cleric. You're a trickery domain cleric. 'Cause you're a little mischievous little liar, you are. You're full of mischief. I like it. Hermes also guided souls to the underworld. That sounds about right. In a twisted sense, the equivalent of Hermes personality-wise would technically be Loki. Yeah, except he's not, strapped somewhere getting his liver picked out over and over again. Let's see. What else can I do here? I see a chest, and I like chests. Chests have money, and I love money. Can I jump that? Whee! Alright. Basic poison. I mean, I'm not exactly a poison build, so I can't take advantage of that. More potions! I love potions. Let's see. Can I jump again? Oh, thank you! Whee! Anything here? No. Alright. Surfaces are on fire. If I touch it, I get burned. I am not wanting to get burned. I prefer to stay perfectly whole. Thieves' tools? Man, if only there was a rogue that we could recruit into our party. If only there was a man or woman who could come here and potentially pick locks for us. Ah, but what would I know? I know nothing of these things. I am simple made. I am bitch made as a sorcerer. I am lacking in the skills required for survival of such things. Luckily for us, there's a scoundrel right here.
Harry, I've got one of those brain things called.
Uh,
There, in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others?
Yeah, I could. A good little ray of frost, maybe a bit of my breath, because, you know, I'm Dragonborn, it's what I do. Where's the brain? Where's the brain thingy? That's a pig. Ah. The animation broke. I'm sorry. The animation broke. It didn't even fall. It didn't even fall correctly. The animation was out of sync. No, the jank.
Stow that blade, or I'll show you just how messy things can get.
Promises, promises. But I have other business, I'm afraid. Now, I saw you on the ship.
For any who doesn't know, there was a period where Greek and Egyptian myths was essentially strung together, making names like Hermanubis, who also existed in Genshin Impact with a character that has his powers. Are you kidding me? Interesting. All right.
Splendid. And now you're going to tell me exactly what you and those tentacled freaks did to me. Don't lie to me.
Well, at least I handled it amicably.
You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it
Yeah, the character name is Sinnoh. You know, I keep forgetting about Genshin Impact. One of these days I really should sit down and play Genshin, just for the fun of it.
What's going on?
Lord knows I could probably dive several hours into it. How about I whisper a cantrip and burn your friggin' hands? Well, at least I have a +5. Let's see what I get. Parlay?
A fine effort, but I've seen it all. I was walking this land whilst your ancestors were learning to crawl. Now tell me, what just happened? What was that? Yes. Yes, that has to be it.
Can you let go of me now? Can you, Okay, Kiala, your model needs to stop making those weird eyes, because it's like, I can't tell if you're suspicious or you're trying to think of ways of riding him like Seabiscuit in the tent.
They took you. Same as they took me. I'm half tempted to spill your guts all over the dirt anyway, but for now... Apologies.
You better have more to offer than apologies. I mean, I could be that mean.
A kindred spirit.
Yeah, Viking women, we will slit your fucking throats.
I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me. Is that so? We clearly move in different circles.
Implying what?
Do you know anything about these worms?
I'll be back in a bit. Need to do laundry. Do that laundry. Get some clean clothes. I really got to check on my dryer because I got work tonight. What time is it? Oh. Damn right we will. Yes, unfortunately they'll turn us into mind flayers.
Of course it'll turn me into a monster. What else did I expect?
I don't know.
Although
Literally anything else.
it hasn't happened yet. If we can find an expert, someone that can control these things, there might still be time.
I don't think you understand the situation here, Astarion, but,
Well, yes, of course. But first things first.
Alright.
You know, I was ready to go this alone. But maybe sticking with the herd isn't such a bad idea.
Sticking with the
And
herd? Who do you
seem like a
think?
useful person to know.
It's extra stat if you know his backstory. I suppose, yeah.
I accept.
The Pale
Lead
Elf. Well, you're in our party now.
Keep your distance, darling.
Let's see what level we can get you to. What can we make you? Because now you're level 2! Woo! Cunning action and everything. Oh, you don't get anything else yet. That's right. It's not until higher levels we can pick your archetype. That's fine. That's acceptable.
Is that blood?
I just realized I have a lot of HP right now. I'm a D6, and I now have 16 HP. These guys have a D8, and I only have 1 point less than they do. I forgot where my constitution came from or what's going on there, but you know what? I'll take it. I'll be a tanky sorcerer. I'm a bad bitch. You can't kill me.
There, a mind flayer. And it's hurt.
That thing's bound to be dangerous, even if injured. Best be careful.
Uh-huh.
You approach the dying monster.
Yep.
This is the thing that abducted you.
Yep,
Could
you
end
sure
its
did.
Life here and now, if only you didn't feel compassion. Compassion.
Why do we feel compassion exactly for this wretched beast?
You can't move, can't think. Thinking is mercifully done for you.
How dumb do you think I am?
Joy to serve, to die for it an honor. It's possessing your mind, forcing you to love it. But then the feeling slips. The creature's mind seems to focus elsewhere.
I did not have that. I'm just gonna break free.
The monster lies exhausted, defeated. Its eyes, wet orange pearls, radiate malice.
Well, mercy killing.
Monster. Death is too good for it.
It really was, but leaving it to slowly die, I don't think I would have wanted to engage in a fight with this thing. So I did the next best option, all things considered. Oh no.
Dead goblins over there. Worth checking for supplies, maybe.
Goblin scimitar, supply pack, and right.
Of that rune looks unstable somehow.
Okay, well, let's see what we can do here.
Approach the sigil on the stone.
Approaching the sigil, yep.
Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically.
As a sorcerer, I can handle it.
Functioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
I like dangerous. I will touch the sigil.
A hand? Anyone?
I will use my lack of strength and instead alluring charisma. Uh-huh.
Whatever you're doing is working wonders.
Little pull, you say? Well, consider it done, then. I am a Dragonborn. Even at my weakest, I'm still stronger than the average human. Out you come. It's him, the purple-robed trash man. Actually, he's more like a nerdy fuckboy.
I'm Gale of Waterdeep. Apologies. Usually better at this.
You're very forward.
A bit shocked, but friend, it's a relief and a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Neat. I'm looking down at you. I just now realized I am actually taller than you.
You were on the Norse Lloyd as well. I don't know what transpired exactly, but the ship broke into pieces.
Yes, Sebby, we know you love him. You love him.
Plummeting to certain death, I spied
He's so goofy. Yes, he is.
near where I estimated my body to impact with less than savory propulsion. Recognizing this glimmer to be magical in nature, I reached out to it with a weaving of words and found myself on the other side, as it were.
Ah, you're a studied guy. He's kind of cute. But if he's just a fuckboy, then never mind. Well, that's the thing. He's... How do I put this? He's a nerd. Okay, his story is interesting. I'll put it that way. If I ever get a chance to romance him, we'll see.
Fair enough. But even so, I had the unfortunate back on the ship. You too were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region. Were you not?
Yeah, I hated that we had something in our eye. It's kind of the stuff that sucks right now.
No use sugarcoating it, is there?
Okay, you know what? I get that.
Speak of this parasite? Are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers? It's a process known as ceramorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to be avoided.
Okay, that was silly. I like that response.
A doctor? Surgeon?
We have a cleric over here. Oh. Well, no.
You seem to know enough about our condition to realize it's beyond most clerics' skills.
Most? No doubt. But I find myself hoping to be in the presence of the
It is to be avoided. Indeed.
one of them.
I possess many gifts, but tadpole extraction is not one of them. I can't cure our parasites.
As we've established, few enough can. It's not exactly a common affliction. We're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon.
And we are back. You're back from the laundry, all folded in neat, I take it. Very well organized and beautiful. We just met up with Gale, the magical fuckboy. Actually, I don't know if he counts as a fuckboy, or if Will is more of a fuckboy. I'd have to look into that. You're welcome to join me.
Most excellent. Oh, it's an act of foresighted kindness, I assure you.
So I just realized I wanted to send him to camp. I didn't want him to travel with me. We now have Spec Ops. So if no one has ever played D&D, a Spec Ops party is essentially a party of mostly casters and no heavy hitters. I mean, technically, the rogue is a heavy hitter. Ooh, wait. Do I want him to be an evocationist, illusionist, necromancer, transmuter, abjurist? Wait, when did they add this? Blade singing? What? A master of wizardry and swordplay. You combine the elegant maneuvers of a warrior with the devastating magics of a mage. I could have picked this for Kiala and it would have worked. We could have had a sword and spells. Wait a goddamn minute. I'm angry. I am so angry. I am so... Ooh! Ooh! No! That would have been so cool! That would have been so cool. For some reason, there are people out there who want to screw the Mind Flayer Emperor, and I don't know why. It's the way he grabs your ass, I think. Performance? My first character was a tiefling named Tethrin Nazim, a noble blade singer wizard. Not really a fuckboy. I'd say from what I think, he gets attached to people very easily and can't help but think, aw, baby. Okay, fair. Freaking loved it. Blade Song Power. The resource used to cast Blade Song. Training in War and Song. You are proficient with light armor and in the performance skill. You also gain proficiency with daggers, sickles, short swords, rapiers, scimitars, and long swords. Dagger proficiency, sickle proficiency. So you gain all these proficiencies? What? Blade Song. Okay, here's the action. Invoke the Blade Song. You gain a +2 bonus to armor class. Your movement speed increases by 3 meters. You also gain advantage in acrobatics and a +2 bonus to Constitution saving throws. You also unlock Blade Song Climax and the ability to accumulate Blade Song charges. 10 turns. So this lasts for a minute. That's awesome. You can't wear medium or heavy armor. You must be wielding a dagger, longsword, etc., etc. That is so cool. And a new spell, 2 new spells. Oh! Oh! I am tempted to go back and retool Kiala. Could you imagine the ability to fight with a fucking sword and cast spells? That's freaking cool, man. Okay, Gale, guess what? Oh, that is so cool. Oh, do I want to make Gale into a blade singer? No, we're doing it. We're doing it. I'm committing. I'm committing to the bit. Guess what, Emma? You're getting your wish. We're romancing the nerd. We're romancing the nerd. Let's go. Oh, this is going to be so weird and so cool. Oh, this is going to be so cool. Yes, you win. Oh. Add spells to the spell list, I guess. Proficiencies in all these weapons. Prepared spells. Here we go. You have Grease. That's always a good spell, I cannot deny. Thunderwave releases a wave that forces enemies to be pushed away. Thing is, that almost runs counterintuitive to the build if you're doing a Blade Singer. Sleep. Sleep is just good. Witch Bolt. Honestly, I would replace the Witch Bolt in favor of... Fog Cloud wouldn't be a bad idea, but Burning Hands is good. Good versatility. Now that we have Blade Song, we really don't need Mage Armor, so I guess we could replace that with either Fog or Magic Missile. I think Magic Missile will do. Very offensive. Thunderwave can work well if you use him to flank. That's also true. Astral Smex. Let's go. Emma, you did not just say Astral Smex. Oh, we're all very normal. We are all very normal. Choice is pending. What choice is pending? What pending choices are you talking about? I chose. Didn't I? Maybe if I pick that instead? I don't understand. Game. It won't let me select. Why wouldn't it let me select? Oh, I can only pick one weapon for him to be proficient in. Okay. I have to choose. I don't like that. Okay. Well, let me look at his stats really quick. Hold on. High dexterity, then there's the intelligence. I guess scimitar would be okay. Scimitar is a finesse weapon. Say Gex. Okay, we'll pick a scimitar. I think that'll work. And now that we have the context of that, I guess, yeah, no, we're good. We got Thunderwave, Ice Knife, we got all that good stuff. Alright, Gale, you are now a Blade Singer. This is really one weird party. Let's, okay, that's the map function. There we go, character sheet. Okay. So, Gale. My man, my dude. Do we have a scimitar for you? We do. Here you go, buddy. Look at you. Looking all badass and shit. I think that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. Why are you wielding two? I didn't give you two. Yeah, I didn't want to give you two. What are you doing? Wait. Hey. Whoa. Hey. Hey. Hello. How do I unequip? Hold on. There we go. Okay, now he has a scimitar. Just one scimitar. His attack bonus is shit, but honestly, we can augment that, I think. I think we can augment that, so that should be fine. This is going to be so weird. He needs armor. Now that we know he can wear armor, I guess simple robes. Gale's assure clothes. We have leather armor, I think, right? We have a sorcerer's robe, but that's for me. I'm not giving up my clothes. Did we pick up, like, any armor, actually? Like, any armor at all? Oh, it looks like we did. Okay. Leather armor. Well, I mean, it would certainly increase his AC a little bit. At least until we can raise his dexterity. Let's see. Well, I mean, at least his armor class is better. What have I done? Is there a way to... Is there a way to just have him wear his robes as, like, his main attire? Is there an option, like, at all? I mean, that does make him look slightly better. Apparently this is supposed to be his camp wear, but... I mean, I dig it. That's better. Now you look dapper. Walking around in your PJs, I guess.
Never a dull moment.
Never a dull moment. We are now playing Spec Ops. A party of mostly casters and a single rogue. Subject to change if I can get Lae'zel, of course, because... Lae'zel... Anyway. If you want him to be a full-blown dual-wielding beast, you want to have Warcaster and Dual-Wielder as feats, if I remember correctly. Then I'll probably look into that. Oh, wait, that's a trap. This looks a little spooky. Wait, before I do anything here, there's supposed to be like a shovel I can pick up in this area. Because if I remember correctly, shovels are important in this game. Because if I don't have a shovel, I can't find loot. If I can't find loot, then what is the point? Let's see, there was a rune here, but I don't remember the burning hellish landscape that's just below. Wonderful. Alright, so I guess I can't go that way yet, because I didn't see a shovel lying around. So we traverse up this path and go from here.
Broken. Must have been here a while.
Oh. Right.
Zoru was right. Yellow as a toad, twice as ugly.
How dare you?
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
Thing? That is a lady.
How will you... Oh.
Karlach every day of the week. You know, fair.
Response to the prisoner's white hot stare. Her lips don't move.
I love me the tough ladies, and Karlach and Lae'zel can break me all day, every day. Ooh. I can't lie.
Your words flow to her, though you never speak them aloud.
I know what grows inside you, and I know of a cure.
Jeez.
Remember how keen she was to leave me to die in the Nautiloid? We can't trust her.
Excuse me, lady. Let me do what I do. I'm gonna hope and pray that even with a +3 bonus, I can make this work. Ooh, can you give me some of that guidance there? Come on, come on, come on. Oh, didn't even need it. And a +4, bro.
She's right. Let's go. We need to check out that blast.
Mm-hmm, that's what I thought.
You didn't hear it. Shook our camp good, so we came for a look.
Right. Do I still have guidance? I do. Not that I needed it. You love to see a win. Death by Snoo, Snoo. Death by Snoo, Snoo. Death by Snoo, Snoo. Death by Snoo, Snoo. Anyway.
There are goblin traps
I'm not down bad. I'm not down bad. This is a game where you have to be down bad, though. I've just realized that. Like, oh man, I'm here to save the world. I just want to go on an adventure. And then we roll up into camp. Let's fuck. That's basically it. Now that they're out of earshot, sure. Let's see. Good old destructive magic. It's times like these I wish I had Firebolt.
As you say.
I think Ray of Frost can still help, though. Make it brittle and break.
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses.
Indeed.
Auspicious. But the longer we wait, the more it consumes. My people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me.
Careful.
Oh.
She obviously sees your kindness.
So I'm going to have to start a fresh file later because I just realized what we could have done for this party. I want you to stay with me on this one. Imagine, if I didn't want Gale, that is, if I didn't want Gale, I could play, or I could have a paladin. So that's one of our divine fighters types. We could have Lae'zel be an eldritch knight with magical fighting capabilities. Then we could have Gale be the blade singer, so we have sorcery and spells. So 2 things of sorcery and spells. I would have played a paladin, and then we keep Shadowheart as the cleric. Boom. All magic all day. I wouldn't even need Will. I feel bad that I wouldn't need Will, but we wouldn't even need Will. We'd be too strong. Swordplay and magic all to do da day, baby. We all want to die the way that Tyrion Lannister said he wanted to. Apparently, remember, Tyrion Lannister didn't matter for him because his boy Podrick was able to do what he could not and get free snoo. You must share with us details, he says while pouring him a glass of wine. Copious amount of details. Belly full of booze and a woman on your... Well, you get the image. Yep!
You may as well suggest a wyvern bow to worms.
Well, I know that you spelled worms with an O, but I mean, if you said worm as in W-I-R-M, I am descendant. Excuse me.
The party's full. You'll need to make room.
Astarion, my man.
Very well, but heed my words. The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. A crash must be near. I must interrogate this Zoru. Our very lives depend on it. I will be at your camp. Do not keep me waiting.
Hot? Question mark? I love Game of Thrones. Let's not talk about the later seasons of Game of Thrones. We will take that bow, because apparently it was just kind of dropped here. But I think this is a good place for us to call it a stream, I think. Yeah, because if I don't, oh boy. Oh boy. Like, I'm now considering or reconsidering a different party composition, because that would be so cool. However, like, I would love for me to try at one point doing a multiplayer thing. I think Boss has Baldur's Gate, and I think that would be cool, because guess what? This game is cross-platform. I would love having just a party of hooligans all put together in a group and just kicking major butt together. That would be so cool. But here is where we're going to save, and you can ignore all those files down there, because I wanted to try out kinds of things. I had Verico. I tried a different version of Kiala. That version did not work nearly as well as this version of Kiala. This one was Tav because I didn't bother with a name. Shalene, honestly, probably my best build, because she kicked every kind of ass. One of these days I will show you guys who Shalene is, and maybe you'll be ready, maybe you won't be, who knows. Hold on, let me get rid of these other save files, because these are annoying that they are here. I don't like the autosave function. I'd rather just be a physical save. When you next playing Monster Hunter Wilds? Probably tomorrow. I want to be on and off with this game and Monster Hunter Wilds. And honestly, I'd love to play a bit of Monster Hunter Wilds tomorrow, simply because I need something to take my mind off of things at work. So we can party up for some Monster Hunter Wilds tomorrow. In the meantime, I got to get ready for work. Hopefully I'll remember to wake up early tomorrow so I can stream a little bit earlier and maybe stream a little bit longer. We'll see. Or maybe I'll just tune into Taco's stream if they're ever on. Because those Monster Hunter streams were fun when I could party up. Ugh, even if I could not do the Insect Glaive Challenge, I could not do that. What time approximately? I don't know. That's the thing. My times vary depending on what time I wake up. Because again, these are all morning streams, so sometimes they're at 8, sometimes they're at 9 in the morning EST. I do have a meeting to go to tomorrow, but it should be available most of the day. Excellent. In the meantime, you guys have a wonderful time. Have a good day. We will play more Baldur's Gate, play more Monster Hunter in the future. Hopefully I won't get the weird urge to just change Kiala's character so she can be a blade singer instead, because I kind of like that, I'm not going to lie. In the meantime,